Welcome to The Explainer. You know those scenes in a movie that are just so perfect they actually give you chills? Well, today, we're taking one of those scenes apart piece by piece. It's a concept called the Yes Day Karaoke Proposal. We're going to look at all the little tricks and techniques used to build the tension, create this huge emotional payoff, and really just stick the landing. Let's dive in. And it all starts right here. This is the line that kicks the whole thing off. It sounds so simple, right? Almost like a game. But this one little phrase, it carries so much weight, so much promise, and it's the engine for literally everything that's about to happen. So, what really makes this story work? It all comes down to this single, really powerful idea. Let's meet our main characters, Alex and Maya, and get into the one simple rule that's going to control their entire day. So at the very heart of this story is this rule. It's a fantastic move by the writer, because when you force one character to just give up all control, you immediately create this fun, playful power dynamic. It's the perfect setup for some laughs, but also, as we're about to find out, a whole lot of tension. I love how efficient this opening is. It's not just about a weird breakfast, It's about character. In this one single picture, we totally get Alex's goofy, fun-loving vibe, and we get our very first peek at Maya's more careful, kind of sarcastic personality. On the surface, this line is hilarious, right? It sets up this fun, back-and-forth dynamic between them. But if you look a little closer, there's a hint of something else going on. There's this unresolved tension between them, and this sarcastic little joke is our first clue that this yes day isn't gonna be all fun and games. All right, so let's keep going and see how the story so masterfully builds on that little bit of tension. This day isn't just about silly dares anymore. It's about turning all that fun into a genuine emotional roller coaster, not just for the characters, but for us watching too. And you can see here on the timeline how deliberate the day's arc is. See how it moves from a chaotic breakfast to a pretty tense talk in the afternoon? This isn't random. The story is built to just slowly, methodically turn up the emotional heat with every single hour that goes by. And here's where we see that emotional gap between them. This creates some amazing dramatic irony. We, the audience, we're starting to suspect Alex has a big plan. But Maya, she's just feeling the pressure of all their problems they haven't talked about. That contrast is what builds all the suspense. She can feel a storm brewing, but she has no idea what it really is. And then we get this one crucial piece of information, the number 3. This isn't just any old yes day. It's the 3rd anniversary of the day they met, and all of a sudden, the entire day is different. It's not just a game anymore. It's a day that's loaded with personal history, and that raises the stakes for both of them a lot. Okay, so now we've arrived at the final location, the karaoke bar. And this is where the story just pulls out all the stops. It's using atmosphere, misdirection, and some really clever staging to get us ready for an absolutely incredible climax. The setting is just perfect. You've got the dim lights, creating intimacy and shadows. But the masks, now that's a stroke of genius. They're doing something really practical for the story. They're hiding the couple's family and friends right there in plain sight. This lets the big reveal be a total and complete surprise for Maya. This is it, the final push. After a whole day that's been emotionally draining, Alex asks for 2 more big yeses. And you could just feel Maya's hesitation, but the rule of the day forces her to agree. And that agreement, that's the last key that's going to unlock the door to the climax. And boom, here's the moment of revelation, but only for us. The song choice is the ultimate tell. It completely changes the scene from just a fun karaoke night into something way, way bigger. For Maya, it's just a song, but for us watching, this is the moment we know exactly what is about to happen. Okay, let's break down the climax itself. This whole sequence is just a masterclass in building suspense from the character's point of view and then delivering this powerful, totally earned emotional payoff. The storytellers are so smart here. They don't just rush it. We experience this reveal exactly the way Maya does, one piece at a time. A single candle lights up, then more. It's so effective because it puts us right there in her shoes. We feel her confusion, and then that slow, dawning realization, it just maximizes the emotional punch. Each little moment builds and builds until you get that final, breathtaking image of Alex walking towards her. What a powerful line. Alex's speech just beautifully connects the entire day's journey. The silly breakfast, the dancing on the sidewalk, even that argument in the park, and it funnels all of it down into this one single all-important question. It gives every single thing they did that day a brand new meaning. And there it is, the classic, iconic visual. This is the moment the whole day, the entire story has been building towards. Surrounded by this little constellation of candlelight, it's just a perfectly cinematic moment of vulnerability and hope. Maya's response isn't some long speech. It's simple, it's emotional, and it's just this huge release of pent-up energy. This triple yes is the perfect way to let go of all the tension that's been building up all day long. It's the resolution to their complicated, emotional journey. But wait, the story doesn't stop there. A good story would probably end with the yes. But a great story adds another layer. There's one final detail that takes this whole scene from being a simple proposal to being this profound story about love and family. And this right here shows that final shift. The camera kind of pulls back from this super intimate moment between just two people to reveal this shared community celebration. The secret's out. Their private joy is now a public one, and they get to share it with everyone they love. And this is the most incredible, thoughtful detail of the entire thing. It's not just that Alex's parents are there. This gesture, it honors Maya's whole story, the family she's lost and the family that couldn't be there. It's a way of saying, without any words, we see all of you, and we are your family now. It's just beautiful. This line is the emotional core of the whole scene. It just perfectly captures the weight of that final reveal. Alex's crazy, meticulous plan wasn't just about a surprise proposal. It was about making Maya feel completely and totally seen, understood, and unconditionally loved. So, at the end of the day, what this scene really teaches us is that the difference is in the details. The most powerful, the most unforgettable endings, they aren't just about tying up the plot. They're about these thoughtful, specific gestures that hit you on a much deeper human level. And that's how you turn a simple yes into a story about finding where you belong.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we are strapping in for just a fascinating breakdown of pure, high-stakes cinematic strategy.
We've been looking at these screenplay notes for a movie concept, and it's built around a pretty simple, almost goofy idea.
Right, a yes day between a couple, Alex and Maya. But what our sources show is that the climax of this, seemingly lighthearted film is actually a masterclass in tension.
It really is. It's a classic example of taking a campy premise and grounding it with real emotional friction.
So what's our mission for this deep dive?
We're going to analyze the final moments, the proposal, and see exactly how the screenwriter manipulated three key things.
Yeah.
Emotional irony, theatrical staging, and some just profound family symbolism.
All to make sure that final yes feels monumental.
And utterly earned. That's the key word.
That is the core of it. Earned. So, okay, let's set the context. We have Alex and Maya. Alex kicks off this yes day on their 3-year anniversary.
Which is already a loaded date, right? But what's crucial is that the day is also burdened by this intense argument they had earlier.
An argument over unresolved issues, which you have to assume is about their future.
Precisely. That argument is the high-octane fuel for the entire climax. Maya has to say yes to everything Alex suggests because of the rules.
But the relationship is fractured at that moment.
Exactly. So that final yes to a marriage proposal isn't a guarantee. The tension isn't about Alex. It's about whether Maya, after this really unsettling day, will still want to commit.
It's not a cute surprise anymore. It's a test.
It is. A test of commitment under duress, which is so much more resonant for an audience.
Okay, let's unpack this, starting with the incredible tension that leads us into the finale.
So we find them at a karaoke bar. This is supposed to be fun, maybe?
But it's not. Maya is described as groggy, cautious, and just unsure.
She's mentally and emotionally spent. Script is very specific that she's tired from all these silly yeses, and she's still, stewing over that fight.
Her guard is totally down. She's raw.
Which is exactly what Alex needs for this to hit with maximum impact. And this is where Alex drops the most difficult yes of the whole day.
What is it?
Alex says, "This is your next yes.
Yeah.
You have to go on stage right now and sing whatever song I pick for you."
Wait, sing? Why singing? I mean, why not something else, like a silly costume? What makes the forced public performance so brilliant here?
Because singing demands vulnerability. It forces her to command the attention of strangers while she feels completely broken inside.
She must be so hesitant.
Deeply. She feels the yes day rule is stupid now, given their fight. But she committed, so she gives in, reluctantly. And that reluctant yes is everything.
So she's forced to play the game after the trust has been damaged.
And that sets up peak emotional irony. Maya has to perform this task while feeling totally disconnected from Alex, and she has no idea that the task itself is the key to resolving everything.
And the song choice seals it.
Oh, it absolutely does.
The sources said the song is He Proposed to Me by Kelly Price. And I looked up the lyrics. It's not a general love song. It is explicitly about the proposal moment.
Exactly. The narrative control here is just exquisite. Alex isn't just picking some romantic ballad. Alex is literally making the person who is about to be proposed to sing the proposal into existence.
Wow. Phrase by painful phrase.
She's on stage, singing about an event she thinks is completely disconnected from her reality at that moment.
Because they just fought. She's acting out a future Alex wants, while probably feeling terrified their relationship won't even survive the week.
It's an amazing pressure cooker. The highest emotional stress.
What's fascinating here is how that pre-existing conflict makes the final yes feel necessary.
It has to be. If the day had been perfect and sweet, the proposal would be predictable, low stakes.
By adding the conflict, the question becomes, does our commitment survive the difficult days?
Which is the only question that really matters. The difficulty of the day becomes the foundation for the commitment. And that leads us right into the staging of the scene.
The meticulous staging, this is what elevates it from just a proposal to truly cinematic moment.
Right, so Maya's on stage, dimly lit, chaotic karaoke bar, singing these intensely personal lyrics.
And we need to focus on how Alex takes control of that physical space.
First, she isolates Maya. Maya looks out and sees a scattered, unfamiliar audience. The script says everyone is wearing black masks.
Which is a brilliant dual-purpose thing. It's a nod to social distancing, sure, but it also completely hides who is actually there.
Her friends, her family, she has no idea. She feels totally alone.
So how does Alex bridge that gap? From chaos to intimacy?
With light. As Maya is singing, the change begins. It's subtle. Plastic, battery-operated candlelights start popping up.
In bits and pieces.
Yeah, bits and pieces throughout the audience.
I love that detail battery-operated. They're controlled, they're modern, symbolic, not real flame.
Absolutely. Safe, contained light. These little points of light appear like a tiny constellation forming around her, and it transforms this messy bar into a sacred space, all focused on Maya.
And they're not static, right? The sources say the lights start moving.
They start moving, converging toward the stage. And this is when Maya starts to maybe recognize shapes, postures, even though she can't see faces.
So the realization is dawning on her while she's still forced to sing the lyrics.
The tension is incredible. She knows something is happening, but she's trapped, mid-lyric, mid-performance.
Then comes the big turn, the physical reveal.
The crowd slowly, deliberately splits in two. It creates an aisle straight to the stage.
It's the ultimate cliche, the aisle walk.
But here, after all the exhaustion and irony, it feels so fresh, so earned.
And down that aisle comes Alex, holding that bedazzled ring case.
And the timing is perfect. The script says Maya realizes the truth while she's still singing the title of the song. Her voice just trembles. The performance completely falls apart into genuine emotion.
That theatrical precision is everything. If it had happened a second earlier, she'd have stopped singing and you'd lose the irony.
Too late, and the impact is lessened. It hits her while she's performing the theme of the moment. It's this beautiful breakdown. It's the ultimate, I see you and I plan this entire world for you.
It's proof that narrative control translates directly to emotional impact. Okay, so now we get to the final layer. The detail that moves this from just cinematic to profoundly moving.
The statement of family embrace.
Right. This is where it expands beyond the couple.
Alex finishes her walk, stands below the stage, and gives the proposal speech. And she emphasizes the significance of all of Maya's difficult yeses throughout the day.
The recap is so important. She doesn't just say, will you marry me?
No, she says, 3 years ago today, you said yes to meeting me. You said yes to loving me. And today, you said yes, even when it was hard.
But I need one more yes, the only one that matters.
She connects the pain of the day directly to the strength of their bond. She validates the strain. And when Maya finally says that tearful, yes, yes, yes.
The audience reveals themselves. They all pull down the masks.
And you see friends, cousins, everyone smiling, crying. But the focus immediately shifts to Alex's parents. And this is where the script zeroes in on Maya's deepest insecurities.
Yeah, the context we have is that Maya carries a lot of grief. Her mother passed away.
And her living father couldn't be there. Health, distance, whatever the reason. These are huge gaps in her support system, especially in a moment like this.
And Alex, having clearly listened and internalized this, does something truly monumental to offset that absence.
Yes. Alex's mom is wearing a custom t-shirt with a clear, smiling photo of Maya's deceased mother.
And Alex's dad.
He's wearing a t-shirt with a photo of Maya's absent father.
I mean, that detail is just, it's overwhelming. It instantly changes it from a celebration into this profound statement of acceptance that honors grief.
Why is that more impactful than, say, Alex just mentioning them in her speech?
Because it's physical, it's visible.
It's presence. By wearing the shirts, Alex's parents are physically bringing Maya's history, her people, into the room, into their future family. It's a nonverbal promise.
It says, we are your family now, and we cherish everyone who made you who you are.
It takes the burden of that grief and turns it into shared strength. And Alex's mom mouths the words, "We're here for all of you, always."
And the dad says, you're never alone, sweetheart.
It's the highest level of emotional payoff you can aim for. The source material says Maya breaks, not from sadness, but from feeling embraced fully. She realizes Alex literally thought of everything.
Everything. Addressing the one thing guaranteed to make her feel vulnerable. Her parents not being there.
The shirts didn't just acknowledge them, they included them. It gives her the emotional ballast she needs after that chaotic, tense day.
So Alex isn't just marrying her.
Alex is marrying her whole life, her
Yeah.
past, her family present and missing. It's all part of their shared future. It answers that deep, unspoken question. Do you truly see all of me? And the answer is just this undeniable, tear-soaked yes.
It's such a powerful lesson. The three elements, the irony of the song, the controlled theatrical reveal with the masks and candles, and then the overwhelming weight of that parental tribute.
They work in perfect symphony. And structurally, it's genius. The climax works because it transforms a difficult day into the necessary crucible for commitment. The high stakes were essential.
Without the friction of that argument, the final yes is just a formality.
With it, it's a commitment forged in fire.
Absolutely. The commitment is stronger because it withstood the strain of that day.
It is a phenomenal foundation. And for you, the listener, think about this as you look at your own important moments.
Yeah.
How can the emotional weight of absent loved ones, whether they're deceased or just can't be there, be transformed?
Transformed into a source of strength and inclusion rather than just sadness.
Exactly, through real intention and forethought. That level of sensitivity is what turns a good gesture into something profoundly unforgettable.